Good morning. How are you this morning? Welcome to another day with Delenn. Just realized that I just left the on me. Okay. So today we are I actually can't remember what I said I was doing. Oh, ha ha ha. No, not mineshaft lighting, sorry. Walls got oh. Bro, there we go. All right. Yeah. I can't spell today, but that's okay. So had an interesting weekend, just a good one. Nothing too exciting. Long weekend up here. And today I'm back in game, and I really wanted to get some of the church building going. Just looking for a bit of itch to move out, and okay, that's that's not what I expected to start with. God, I did a test and left that up there. Uh-oh. We're gonna have an interesting day if we've got block lag like that going on. I've got a bit of emeralds kicking around here because I was working on getting some smooth quartz blocks and then smelting them like the quartz up. So this is going to be a little bit there, but yeah, that is. Good morning, Benson. Good morning. Good morning. Looks like my hellos have messed up this morning. Yeah, my bot just died, so that's okay. We'll just kill the bot, and we get ourselves some tunes in the meantime. Oh, we got something. I'm just going to kill the bot. That's fine. Ringy dingy dingy. At least the question of the day change worked. So today's question of the day will be, what piece of tech would look like magic or a miracle to people in medieval Europe? Oh, good morning, Mr. L. How are you this morning? All right. Setting. Oops. That. Platforms. There we go. So the welcomes will be a little bit delayed, but they should be there, hopefully. Alright, so today we're going to build some church walls. I got a little bit done last week because I was just itching to do it. I want this place to grow, and so I can move out. There we go. Zombie mode this morning. I wouldn't exactly say that I'm in the same position, but I'm in Daydreamer mode, so the practicality is it ends up looking the same. And the tunes might be just a touch loud for my own taste, so pull them down. It's probably a bit loud for you guys too. Go. Spotify really needs to work on getting their playlists default balanced compared to one another, so when you switch playlists, you don't have to suddenly switch volumes. Got smooth. Okay. And that should do for now. Oh, references. That's what I need. Reference. First off.
Hello?
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Given all that's going on in everybody's personal world, I'm hoping today is as well as can be expected for them. And, yeah. So, I'm kind of spacey this morning. I'm Daydreamer. That's where the zombie thing comes in. So, we've got walls slowly going up. Slowly. This bit I have to figure out what to do with. But, I'm gonna switch over really quick. Where's my references? Where'd you hide to today? Oh, it's not liking me. Alright, so let's see if I can get the picture so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Oh. Odd. Anyway, I didn't like the instance of what we had. So the pictures are small, and I have to turn on this one. There we go. Back into actually being able to move. So what we're looking at, that's tiny in the corner for now. But I shrunk the pictures. we go. Alright. Yeah. So, we're getting a bit of the building growing. The bot is a little annoyed because I changed scenes and then came back, so it treated it as a new scene coming in. It's being a bit dumb. But, yeah, so I was trying to work on some of the hallway. See that we've got the arches going on the left-hand side, and then I was working on the slightly larger arch at the back. Now, unfortunately, Minecraft being Minecraft, I'm not familiar with how to do much more detail than what we've got, so I'm just going to go with that. More impressionist than anything else. And then back on this side, they've actually got a slight difference. No, bye. They have a ton of like wall deco on in these places. Not always find what you're looking for. So I apologize for that. Today's plan, actually. Not done before I can do that part. Okay, so it's becoming a challenge to find that part. So let's just head to where I really want to go for today. I think they have it up top because I'm going to be using the same reference picture you guys are seeing in the corner. So it's tiny, tiny, tiny while we scroll fast, but we're going to get there. Yeah, okay. So today's aim is to start working on ceiling or the roof. Now they've got wood up above the braces, but I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I might just go straight into the stone above wood, or like above the braces, but just put the braces in. So it's going to be up in this section here, and then putting in the these stone roofs. It's morning. Morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Alright. My bot's been a little bit finicky this morning, so Blotter Oswin is definitely explaining that he's a bot. That he's a bot. Just kill that. No more checking for scenes and auto-changing stuff. We'll just have to do it manually. Alright, so we're going to be doing the roof in this section today, or at least a portion of the roof. So what I need to start out with is slip over... Oh, for crying out loud. That's just a dumb post. Bye. But this is not boding well. Okay. I need to start is I need to find... Nope, that's oak. The roof in there is probably best to be done in dark oak, so I'm just looking for my dark oak. Need some slabs. Probably going to stairs, maybe. We'll see. Doubt it, but we'll see. And then planks for sure. A little bit of material in here. Alright. Now on top of that, I'm actually looking for the roof. Thinking about doing cobbled deep slate stairs as a roof material. But I clearly don't have enough, so we'd be able to get started, but that's about all she wrote. The roof I've done on the side is a little different. I've used mossy stone brick. I quite like that, so I'll have to just see how it goes. Oh, well, thank you very much, Vincent, for the anniversary wishes. By the way, given that we've run into it in another stream that you and I have jointly enjoyed, given that we have run in... Oh, I have to cobble that first. That we've run into another Benson, what would you prefer to be called in this stream? Just figured I should address that one and ask it. I have a pickaxe. That's not fortune. Toolbox. Rescue. 5. Ending in silk touch. No. Don't want a silk touch right now. Wow. A weird lag this morning? That's not normal. Understandably. And I also forget I can fly sometimes. Benson? Okay, cool. That works. That works. I've been poking around in their stream a little bit, and I was enjoying Lammy Pie's stream, and it's been a blast, actually. Neat place to be. Found that stream via Griffin, or Griffin Prime, so yeah, it's a cool place to be. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. But in this particular instance, how that relates is there is another Benson in there. The last name is actually Benson, but they're also a fan of the same Olivia Benson character, so I thought that was pretty cool. And discovered the other day that you two may actually have a little bit more in common than just the Benson interest, but I don't really want to say more than that, just because it's not meant as a good surprise. It's not a good thing. They have some health issues that are causing them some challenges right now, so I just thought that was sort of an interesting surprise that the world is a little smaller and more similar than I originally anticipated. But yeah, so it's just cool when you meet people with similar names. And I'm also, when I went in there, I was quite relieved to note that Lammy Pie isn't Lammy for the same reason that I got called Lamb Chop for a while. So yeah, I'm quite glad. Anyway, so I'm curious to know, for those of you that also play Minecraft, interesting, what sorts of projects have you guys been working on recently? Because I know that there are many different builds and things going on for various people. And I haven't actually had a whole lot of opportunity to discuss with people what else they've been up to. Also, for those of you that don't build in Minecraft or don't get an opportunity to play Minecraft, I'm also curious, A, what your answer to the technology question of the day would have been, as well as B, if you were to build in Minecraft, let's hypothetically say you could build anything, we'll pretend it's creative for the purpose of the conversation, and what sort of thing might you be interested in building? Because Minecraft is very frequently compared to a digital grown-up Lego. I don't know about grown-up, and the Lego bit is a bit of a stretch, but I mean, it does work as a connecting blocks concept. Oh! You're delaying your next build? Is there a particular reason behind that? Just busy with life, or still working on planning, or... I need the coffee this morning. I know I seem scatterbrained, and that's... oh, cats. That's pretty normal around here. But my response to the question of the day, I said last time that it came up that I would need some time to think about it. And I think my response to the question of the day would probably be, I was originally going to say like a tablet computer. And the assumption to go with this question, though, would be that you could, I think actually paired with so, good evening, Creef.
Hello there.
Or maybe it's afternoon. Sure. We got a hello there from the bot. Yay. Yay! Yeah, that was a really weird loss of video, but actually, like my OBS program for streaming, it just says OBS disconnected, reconnecting. I'm like, are you kidding me? It is really odd when it does that. But I think we're okay for now. So, getting back to the roof that you see there, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is probably start with one row of tiling, I think, like the actual outside portion, which unfortunately I don't have a picture of. The nature of being a person who isn't able to fly a drone or climb a ladder or whatever to get a picture of the roof. If they weren't allowed up inside the bell tower, which would have been nice. So I'm just going to wing it, but I'm going to throw in a little bit of a row of slate at each end, and then see... I did that completely wrong. Oh well. Yeah, that was not the shape I wanted. What I really wanted, now that I think about it, was... Oh no, I got the right one. Yep, deep slate stairs. There. If I could have gotten like a deep slate tile stair, that would have been even better, but deep slate stairs look like they're tiled anyways, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm actually just going to throw that up top and see what it looks like, and then we have a line to work with for how far below the wood needs to be. Thank you, Creef. Oops, and I keep forgetting to grab a blob of dirt. And as you can see, we've moved the wall a little bit compared to what I originally thought it was going to be. This is a bit in from where it was, and I think I might even need to push it out one. We'll have to see. But yeah, it does look a little strange right in the corner. Not critical because I'm working on this section today, which I am quite happy with. Aside from the one corner looking a little bit bizarre, but I can fix that in a heartbeat. I had an interesting surprise while I was working on this one, or at least interesting to me. I knew that parts of this were not spawn-proof, like, yeah, given. That makes sense. But what caught me off guard a little bit was that that wasn't the problem. I actually ended up having a pillager decide they were going to climb some of the scaffolding and then come find me. So yeah, that was a little bit of surprise I didn't expect. I'd heard mobs can climb things. I'd seen zombies try and not usually make it because you can peg them off. But yeah, that didn't go over well in my books. Okay, let's see. In the pictures from the outside, there is a bit of a lip as to where the stone comes to, but unfortunately that's obviously not the case when you've got brick, but I think I'm going to leave it down one like that as much as I can. It's going to show in some places. It has to. Let's see. I'd love to be able to go right in behind this one, but that's not an option. Oh, whoops. I did it really wrong, but that's okay. Really wrong being I forgot to make slabs, because the slabs would have actually been perfect for this spot. Oh well. I ate the materials. Figure it out as we go. That's not gonna look right anyways. Okay. Plan Q. Who needs B, C, D, and all that other mess? Eight. Switch to the wood. Figure that one out. Bunch of slabs. I get to do it my way. Yay! Like a The old crooner song. Gonna do it. Okay. Not belong here. I've been really, really itching to move in, Creef, and so part of me goes, well, you need a roof. Because if you can't AFK, then it's not a great place to be. And so obviously everyone needs walls and whatnot, but at least roof will keep some of the phantoms out a little bit longer, but they are able to fly through the arches. Unfortunately, personal experience did not kill me, so there's no additional reports of death. But I mean, we are between this game, between the mine shafts and stupid things I've done here, and then a little bit of bingo. We're now sitting at 19, which is not horrible, not great either. You know, it's not a number you really want to be proud of, but it is what it is. I'm looking at this roof and I'm wondering, thanks and whatnot, I'm actually thinking the length is a bit more challenging, but across the main part, it looks like the flat beam. So I actually might be able to just replicate the roof line that I had out front and just make it flat with beams across the middle. I don't quite have the right supplies, because I'm thinking if I put stripped logs in the middle, that also might look good. As the major beams. Getting better at this flying biz. Love the flying. Still come in a little hot sometimes. And I will turn off... I need to turn off some of my... pardon me. Some of my... waypoints. There we go. Depends, Benson. Are you talking about in Java or in Bedrock? Because I've heard the Bedrock counts are a little rougher than the Java ones. The other thing is, you guys have met me enough to know that I'm a bit of a chicken, so given that I'm a bit of a chicken, it does add up. I've got a bed out there, so I can probably leave this one behind now. Used to work. That'll do. Can I make it? Can I? Eh? Oh, ow. Well, be worse. It's not totally clear on the roof just how much sort of spacing you have in terms of length. It looks kind of like they might have tried to put one at the top of every one of the arches. So I'm going to start with that, and then we'll see what we get from there. But that makes them, unfortunately, right below a window. Which doesn't show here, but it does show on the flip side. Oh, information for anyone who wasn't here on Thursday. We have a new Lego build put together. So, we're going to be starting the Hogwarts Magical Trunk today, so that'll be something a little different. Start by... Ah, wrong way. Wrong way. Well, now. That's kind of amusing. Ow. I have to save first. Great. 141. Well, I mean, for one thing, I think you got a, I think you had a head start on me, Benson, with regard to the number of days you were playing on the server. And I think another difference there might be, possibly, oops, Another difference might be possibly that you're just a little more bold and willing to try things. So, I mean, I'll be blunt. It's gonna get you in trouble some days. The way life goes. And you know, I made this too high anyway. I want to come down here. Watch me lose the logs on the way back. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Do them one at a time. This is one of those few times I wish I could bridge forward. So much easier to cut forward, place forward, cut forward, place forward. One of the things I'm thinking about, and I mentioned it to Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and I'm probably going to go ahead with, is potentially, I wouldn't say switching, but archiving a lot of my builds in a long-term world. So I haven't actually started that up yet, but I would need to download previous seasons of Dadcraft's server and then just use Lightmatica or whatever to copy and paste out copy and paste out the builds that I've done, and then that way we can get them all sort of lined up in a row, so to speak. Or put in somewhere decently and just sort of spread out as like a base type place. It's just literally stuff I've built. I've got a few things spread across different worlds, but not all the builds were built directly there. I attempted to do an in-Minecraft version of a Lego build last year. I'm still not happy with that build, but at least it got close to completion. So, start. Arches. Great. Oh, fiddle. I went on the evens again, didn't I? Dang it! Okay, I think I want to split the difference. Run down at this end, see what it looks like. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go on the left-hand side of this even arch, just to make it not look quite so weird when I put one in at the end. Pulls off. Okay. This is where I wish I could have, like, hover ability. You know. Like, works. Games. Your boldness means you're definitely willing to try things and go ahead and sometimes make mistakes, right? Like, it happens. I really applaud you for that. Because I've been playing for, 5 or 6 years now, I think. Possibly slightly longer. This my count's a little off. I can't remember when my son wanted to start playing Minecraft because it was cool at school. Probably 5 years ago, I guess. Oh, can't be that much. 4 years ago, I suppose. Anyway, and we watched a bunch on YouTube, and I'm like, it's okay. It's a game. Whatever. Didn't think too much of it. But then we started watching a player by the name of Pigglesworth, and was watching him work on a mod pack called SevTech. And that sounded really, really interesting, so that was my first foray into actually playing Minecraft. So in essence, I cut my Minecraft teeth on SevTech. I mean, I played a bit on tablet too, like on my iPad or whatever, but I don't really count that very much because it was sort of temporary. The actual Java, real Minecraft, so to speak. At the time, I mean, they were both real Minecraft. It's just that the parity differences were so enormous in those versions that I don't like to do much about it. It was actually a big boon when Bedrock came along, because I think things like the iPad quite benefited from it. Although I will say that I got rusty and sort of gave up on that version. Simply because some of the ways that they put the gameplay in were a little bit less than intuitive for me. Yeah. Personal preference. At the time, I was not able to put a controller on, or didn't think I could. I know I can now, but I haven't learned to use a controller for Java Minecraft, so there it is. For streaming purposes, there are times that I wish I was doing Bedrock, not because of gameplay mechanics, to be honest with you, just simply the mobility, the being able to be away from my desk, still being able to deal with, you know, booting back into AFK or doing something ultra basic when I'm, I don't know, you know, at my kid's soccer practice or something, and they're just running drills. Like, you know, it's great when they're doing drills. It's not like you're going to cheer and applaud when your kid gets a goal when shooting at the goal was what their drill was. Like, it's not one of those things that you really want to do because your kid goes, "Stop it, you're embarrassing me." You're lost in the mines. Haha. Well, that was me last week. Particularly on Thursday. I got really lost in the mines and actually had myself a death on Thursday. Due to silly mistakes on my part, where I went one spot and I thought, oh, yep, you know, I'm gonna see where am I at, getting really lost. Went to look at my map, which was precisely when a creeper came up behind me and blew me up. That was not ideal. I'm not a huge fan of the spaghetti caves. I like to be able to have a part of my base where, in theory, if I wanted to just dig, well, not straight down, but, you know, stair my way down and have myself a lovely little branch mine, then that's where it's at. But this whole new generation, I don't mind the extra heights and things like that. That's cool, and I don't mind the ore moving. That's cool too. Even the odd larger cave, I don't have an issue with. But it's this whole spaghetti nonsense from point A to point B where you can't really figure out where you're at, even with a map. One thing to say, you know, turn here, turn there, but with branch mines, you can, like, you know, just put down a torch or something and give yourself, like, basically the equivalency of a scumpass. I'm one of those people, when I branch mine, I put the torches up on my left. I mentioned this before. I put them up on my left every time, so that when I do get lost in the mines and I'm trying to get back out, then I can find the quote-unquote right way home. And yes, that's a horrible pun, but it works for me. So, that's not something you can do if you've been poking around via the crazy maze of spaghetti stuff. It's not like you're going to have, you know, GPS equivalency. They go up 3 Y levels. Like, well, where? How? You know, running out right before an end like this is actually not a bad thing. Oh, I forgot, I'm 1 row short, so I'm going to split this one. Not going to be quite even. It will do. I'm learning about the torches on walls part, but things spaghetti back and forth across each other. The other thing I made a possible mistake about, I have let... I'm using Journey Map with this, so I mean, really, although the world is vanilla, as you can clearly see, it's vanilla plus in my world. And there we go. Oh, events. 3. Doesn't really. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I'm not good at, right? That's fine. Get used to it with practice. And I did end up finding my way out, but there's things like you can see this direction is a great place to look. If I look over here, got a few different things going on. That was just me trying to figure my way out of stuff. Turn a bunch of those off. So I do have a couple of geodes and things I'd like to see. The mistake I had made, I mean, I love to have all the cave map and stuff. Go down a little. Right, but by having it pre-mapped as I passed overhead, means that you don't necessarily know where you've been. Right? There's a lot of this stuff. I got myself lost over here, sort of the southwest section of your screen, and did not actually find my way up into this northeast lovely section, or the one way up northwest, and it looks like there's far more of it. I've got, you know, caves galore, and then where am I right now? Here. I've been down in part of this, so that's not too bad. And some of it in my base is actually black because I've been down and jammed it all up with dirt and whatnot. It's just one of those things where it's the reason I can find it. Yep, you're not seeing it. Off. The reason the mob farm is way out here and slightly over the water is just because there was not much of anything below it. So yeah, it was not necessarily just because of the water. It's really didn't want anything under there. That's okay. I mean, that's just me being fussy. But it is kind of funny that even with a map, I was getting totally lost. So, not ha-ha funny, just a bit strange and slightly unreasonable. Ow. Okay. Well, Botter Osmond, that's one of the first times that the timered item you spit out is actually relevant to what you're doing. All right. I still have not rerun across the whatever it was that had me thinking I need to change it to my own name. But yeah, don't know what happened there. I'll find it at some point. If I'm smart, I'll just quickly change it on stream and get it done with. Okay, so... yeah, okay. Hypothetically, I'm going to have roof tiles coming along... possibly not this part. I think this would be a wall of some kind right in here. Repeat of this stuff here, I just haven't got to it. So I'm going to have roof tiles there. Stairs are getting inset by one. Start. Nope, not that. Sometimes figuring things out on stream could be a little bit ridiculous. Yeah. Thought I needed stairs, but I may not. Up, down. Tell me that's not it. Doesn't look great. Hit the reference picture. I'm thinking I try to see what would happen if I threw fences in there. They're not going to lay flat like the beams, but they might have some line to work with. One. Aww. Okay, I thought I had a bazillion fences. Not that I can't make some, it's just... I wonder where the fences went. Odd. Okay, well, fine. Fences. 6. Not having sticks. Okay, that's just weird and a half. That's okay. Grab. Actually, steal these. That might do. These being gates, sorry. Can I? Oh, it's food. Ah! Oh, dude. Some people say, oh, I can land on a dime. It's so easy. You should be able to fly and land on all kinds of things. And I can't. And then I didn't feel so bad after I was watching Phantom Limb the other day. And it turns out, apparently it's a little harder than I thought to land on a particular perfect spot. There's the fences. Because he's actually bothered to turn that into a bet on his stream. So towards the end of the stream, he will fly onto... Pardon me. He will fly around and try and come back and land on a very tall pillar of crafting tables to try and land right on top of that one block. And it's like... I mean, it's like any other bet. Is he going to make it or is he not going to make it? So, yeah, that's... makes me feel a little bit better. I know it sounds strange, or cheesy, I guess is probably a better way of putting it. But at least if he's having that kind of challenge enough that it's worth making a bet out of it, then I don't feel quite so bad when I can't land on stuff. Where did I find the bet? There. Oh, I know what I want. Stairs back. The newer part of the building. I will save these for the real roof. Take those. Let's just mossy the whole thing. So my logic on this one is going to be roof-wise. Is that this roof is a later extension that was added after the main building, clearly. So the roof material will go with the mossy stone brick rather than cobbled deep slate stairs, which are going to be in the next building, and that roof is actually a more standard A-frame peak, so that I don't have to worry about having slabs. So yeah. Bonus. Should I put... bonus down by 1. There. Yeah, I know that that's spawnable, so I'll have to come back and fix that. I've been here. Not ideal, but actually, down. Oh, that one. There, okay. I got the look I wanted. I think. Hides well enough. It's not ideal, but it hides well enough. I could do it all with slabs, actually. Might have been a better idea. Pull up these stairs and see. You can always use the stairs elsewhere, so it's not... Oh. Okay. This... back. Alright. That one. One of those. Yeah, in order to keep the roughly average height. Okay. Now I know I can fill that in from the inside. Sort of. Minecraft drive me crazy. Or half. Picky about little things today. Excellent. Okay. Fill these whole. This one. I really don't like the way that looks. Truth is, I won't see it from the outside though, so whatever. Alright, where'd the fences go? The ridge. Okay. And a ridge, or blocks. Holding it up should be the other one. Yeah. Take it till you make it? Isn't that how it goes? This. Apparently not. I'm a little disappointed about the fact that my plan originally for the queue seating being made out of chests just didn't quite look right, but I think I'm going to go with it anyways, and maybe just throw a carpet on there. It's still going to have a weird little floating gap, but at least the carpet makes it not as obvious. So I'm going to go with that. That allows me to still do the storage underneath. I played around with even trying to use stairs and then just inset the chest in the floor, but that just looked really, really weird. And that also, if I decide I do need more storage, that I can just take the backs off the pews altogether and start stacking double height. Lovely. New moon, actually, technically. Last night was my daughter's first Cub Scout meeting for the year. So we were out there doing a lot of icebreakers, icebreaker type games, and meet the new kids and all that kind of jazz. And I've got camp this weekend. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to it, only in that it just feels like we just got started and then all of a sudden we're go, go, go again. And that's the reality of what it is, but bugging me a little bit this week. That's okay, because the kids enjoy it and it's a good lesson for them and stuff, so we're all good in that vein. I don't really... Oh, I do care. I'm going to say I didn't care that this isn't ripped, but actually I will care. Blink. Maybe I'll find after I get it all done. I don't, after all. That one. Yeah, and then the other beam came across through here, I think. Oh, no. Well, it probably should have. A slab. Okay. I put the beams. Yeah, again. River will be restarting in 1 minute. So here's your 1 minute warning for a Lego break. How do I want to do this? Definitely not right. Figure out. And within that minute, other end. There we go. Theoretically, it goes above the window, but you know, Minecraft being Minecraft. Alright, so it's Lego time. We're going to switch over, and we're going to start our new build. I'll be right with you in just 1 second. I do not know. I just don't get it today. Alright. So, starting today on the Harry Potter magical trunk. And so we got to start by opening the box, of course. I have to remember to put the countdown on there so you guys know how long your, what did they say in the 80s, your commercial break would be? So just before I get started, quick look at the one from last week. End of the last one, we've got a little book, and then when you open it up, there's all the pieces inside. So we've got balls, cups, and stuff. Now then we've got the table up top. We've got the chair mounted up top, as well as the wall board upside down. Then you've got a little table with a teapot. Focus on this camera's a bit frosty. We've got the sort of divination crystal ball. And then there's a couple of little characters. And that was the last one. Got together. You can either have it played as some sort of diorama, or you can pack it all up and take it. It's really neat when you do that because it flips. Like not a no. Not the point. So close that puppy up for now. And sorry for the glaring light. I'm still working on the lighting, but at least it's better than the shadows we used to have. So today's build actually has a really cool cover. I like that with the big envelope and stuff for the Magical Hogwarts trunk. But interestingly enough, one of the stickers put a stuck on a corner, so it's a bit of a weird. Box was properly sealed, but we've got holding things. it should be there. I'm hoping that we have all the right stick box and that didn't or that we in this book. I'm not looking to like resell because it's not my point. I just don't like lots of tear. Oh, good. We have a my kids like to call it fixer stixer available in the box. According to the picture, it says it's gill, which is actually my favorite color one. Probably why I've already got one sitting on top by the rock. Okay, so we rescued-ish a Hogsmeade sticker. It's got some back, but it will be survivable. Alright. Of course, bag one. Open bag one. That up there. There's bag one. Oh, that's 3. Bag 1. And there is a sticker sheeting here loose, so I'm just going to quickly take a look and see if the Hogsmeade sticker that I got off the other book will stick. And yeah, it does. Caught right in here where it accidentally caught on the book. Peeled off. Now let's throw it back in there, sort of. Perfect, anyways. Alright. Most of these will be for the outside of the trunk box, anyways. Bothered. Before we get too started here, we need obviously bag 1. Then we've got 5 bags in this one. 4 and 5, and then there's a big plate. Two and 1. Oh, the big rip. Looks like in this one we're going to have character and an owl. Oh, there's the one. There's this one comes with some of the little purple collectible tiles as well. Let's see one of them. Oh, this sure. That's about as good as it looks. That's here we go. So I have really no idea who that would be, but it looks odd. Not quite sure. If anyone has any guesses, feel free to go ahead and let me know. But yeah, I can look it up. That would be. Alright. So if anybody wants 5 more minutes of time, feel free to redeem that as a points redeem, but otherwise we're going back to some brick walls in line. Okay. So it's back in there. You see our server hasn't done a ton with, with changing the setting about chat messages, but that's okay. He goes away and then Bob's your uncle. Alright. So I'm liking where the top beam is, not liking where the bottom is, but you can see in the little picture in the corner, part of the window sticking out. That is the window that we have built here. And it's got an arch on the top, which we, yeah, can't really follow. So I'm just thinking, what am I going to do with that? Probably just skip this end beam, I think. Maybe the filler. I think I'll just let this end be different. Grab the parts. It looks odd from underneath, but, you know, one of those it is what it is moments. I probably should have had the beam in the center a little higher. But that's okay. Alright. So, next step. Bring out the cross pieces. Oh. Gotta kind of get over top of things. That's critical. All right. So roof, what do we got? It looks like the roof in the original is split in thirds. But I would vault. Just trying to see if I can possibly do that. Once again went on evens. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, splitting in thirds is not going to happen. Maybe there. There, we can sort of fake it out. See what that looks like from underneath. And you put a fence there, please? Thank you. Back bridging fencing. Yeah, definitely not something I would be doing in the Nether. I think that might work. Looks okay from up top. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to go with that, and there'll be a lot less wood involved in this than I originally had thought, but that's okay. I think we're actually, strangely enough, we're just about done with the wood, as long as I get the fencing in there. Not something I expected. How'd you found your way out? Was there a trick to it? I know that sounds like a silly question, but I mean that quite seriously. You seem to have a trick to finding your way out this time around, something you'd missed earlier on. Oh. Now here's a question. When you were stuck in the mines, was it a mine you had created and just, or was it a mine shaft that you were exploring? I guess I should have clarified that earlier because I got really lost in a mine shaft. Dylan gets lost. Sometimes I think I need a compass more than C.J.R.V. Williams. Found out the hard way, your two massive mining areas are connected in a long, twisted way. But in one came with the other. Only knew your way out due to an ender chest you'd placed previously. Oh. Well, of all the things to place, I suppose finding an ender chest helps. I've got no idea what I'm going to think of this, but I'm going to take it all the way down to the other end and then see, because once we get the roof on, it might look okay. Clearly I can't go with the homogeneous brown because of the way the roofing goes. I suppose I could, but the problem with it is that Minecraft, because you can't put two different slabs in the same one block space, then it doesn't let you layer things together nicely. Also placing really slowly. Just losing track of space. positional alignment, I guess. It's funny. Things usually you can sort of look at what is practically a 2D picture and make sort of a 3D spatial sense out of it. But for some reason today, I'm not seeing it. It actually looks like a whole bunch of different angles of the same 2D picture. I think maybe I was tired or something. I'm not really sure why it's acting that way for me. Normally it's not a problem, but it was really weird when I was trying last week to use the first person model, something like that. And in that one, 70-degree view was getting all warped out. So I have no idea quite why it was looking weird, but it was really odd. I turned that one off, which is kind of funny because now I have no feed again. But when I was looking down, I was actually getting quite nauseous. And it was just because the two weren't matching up. Meaning, like the FOV, field of view, with the characters. Okay. Ran out of fences. Okay, let's just strip this. The other end. I think I've got on these cross beams here, I've got a plank support between the two, but I think I might want to change that to a strip log. That looks from underneath. Not bad at night, but yeah, definitely that plank support's got to come out. I think the more solid look of the strip logs, even horizontally, would be better than the planks in all those positions. Almost fast traveled. I'm not really sure what you mean by that, Benson. Are you playing modded at the moment? The last person I heard talking about fast travel was actually my son, and he's definitely playing a mod right now. Oh, not right now, but you know. Logs. Put the planks away. We need fencing. Not gonna need slabs. Go. Stairs. Stuff all your stuff in your chest and... Yeah, I guess that is one way out. It's effective, at least. Funny, I've never really done that. I think I may have done it once. And to those who choose to go that route, go for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with going that way. I don't know what it is. I just do it. There's things I do or don't do that I don't understand why I do or don't do. That sounds convoluted. You think you're a master of your own decisions, but I don't know why I don't do things that way. Part of the reason is, even though this is all like a weird blocky game, I have a funny feeling that the way I approach the game, probably some sort of warped yet forced version of reality, and I can't actually just well, you can't respawn in reality, so the argument is lost right there. But another portion of the idea is that you also can't just stick all your things in your briefcase and suddenly poof, you are right back to where you started. Like, it just doesn't help. All right. More I can get? Yeah. That one. Rinse and repeat. Got 5. These last two here. Five. Almost reached that last one. All right. I reach up here. Sort of. And under. So this part's probably about as dry as watching paint. And yeah, I know that sounds weird, but you'll probably agree. Apologies for getting quiet today. I just not full of stories at the moment. There might be stories next week after camp. Maybe something interesting will happen. Kid camp. Go wrong? Okay. Kid camp, what can go wrong or what can go right? I mean, there's always adventures. Today, I'm just a little... Oh, a little something. Out of sorts isn't quite the word. Off my game, maybe? That's probably more accurate. But it's kind of funny because I know that makes for less entertaining content. Sometimes the routine of doing a stream actually helps get my feet back under me for the day. So I just go with it. 5, 2. I noticed Creep has been doing a lot more streams lately. I really wish I was organized enough to be able to watch more of them. I have lurked in a few. Just put it on in the background while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. And thanks to another person in Dadcraft's community, I've been introduced to an app that allows me to watch streams on my watch. That sounds crazy, and it eats your battery like no tomorrow. But it's really handy for little things. I'm just getting ready in the morning and not going to be watching it for very long, or if I'm just doing something for a few minutes before I get down to the computer where I can watch things properly, then it's actually quite nifty. I mean, it's one of those, if I was to take my watch back, even to a time when people had pocket watches or wrist watches, I think they'd probably think I was some sort of magician. Excellent plan. Let's see who's the winner today. Funny that's the most popular thing on here. No arguments, but it's kind of amusing because I would have thought a lot of people would have had this sort of thing by now. There are days that I would like to join in myself, but that would guarantee you're rigged. Besides, half the time you guys are actually finding yourself something to do or putting up with me doing whatever it is I'm up to, so can't argue in that respect. Let's see. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, what is in your pillowcase today? I'm wondering if you've got yourself a plant pot in there. Up somebody overhead with a plant pot. Or a good old classic feather set. For a pillow fight. There are a lot of work in progress things going on. Like, for example, I'm working slowly on a redeem request by CJBot, who wants to have a command that anybody can run, where it pulls up a random Minecraft fact. And it's just taking time for me to be able to pull together a list of facts that we can use for that. And I think I might make use of an ability that my bot has to be able to put in a what's the word? A quote generator, like an actual specific quotes thing. Make use of that, I think, and get it to pull the random Minecraft fact from there, or pull it from a file. So it's just taking time for me to gather the pieces. Oh, gotta come out. Yippee. Fence. E. 5. Got a fence in there. I knew I'd do something really like that. Couple more fences and that's it. That's all she wrote. Come on. Not ideal, but I think it'll actually do better. It looks nice and even inside, but it's just kind of funny because it's definitely not from the inside. No idea why. I think it's maybe just that the Alt Shift is more exaggerated. That's really going to bug me. I'm trying to decide whether I should bring that down. This is kind of funny. In this particular picture, difficult to see, but right down at the far end, it's almost like the central beam is twisted a little bit. It just looks a little bit different, but I think it's just the way the photograph warped it out. This really does look like half and half, and mine definitely does not. On the other hand, I am liking the look of all those fences, so I may actually just do the whole entire thing in fences. Move the beam down one to where the central fence line is. Like the big, huge crossbeam, to where the central fence line is. Then make everything else be fences along the way. Even though the outside looks warped, I won't necessarily see it, or I can force it with filler. Look okay. Now it's making me wonder why the outside is quite so far off as it is. What that says to me, pause for a sec. Outside picture. Up. Back end. For the building. This one. Oops, wrong way. You can see the building is slightly off, up to bottom. And what we're seeing Oh. Don't ask. Turned on collision so it wouldn't be quite as cheaty on the free cam, now she's being a pain in the butt. Okay, so this end is the same thing we're seeing in the picture. Right? But you can see Minecraft being Minecraft. I offset everything by 1. Try and get that slight difference in the arch height. It works on the slabs. Like, that looks okay. But then everything is weird there on in. Same thing will be true at the opposite end. Back here. Top looks ish, okay-ish, but it's close enough. I probably should have just split half and half. Better pick that one. This one, the top, it's kind of half and half, but it's got a weird little gap, and that should have been slightly higher. But I have actually made an error, basically, by offsetting everything. Bottom window should be actually one further out. Okay. Yeah, so I've got some errors to fix. But that does explain why this beam being sort of centered with the edge looks fine from up here, but looks really, really dopey from down below. Basically, I did something weird and somehow messed up the whole edge, which is fine because this part always looked strange going into the glass. If I raise this corner by 1, just to balance everything, I think that will work. Might also make my roof line easier. Yeah. Errors, errors, errors. Okay, so my character is going to need more blocks. The long part. What else? Beams. Fix the outside first. I haven't even got a door on there yet. I really should do that at some point. Ow. Can't seem to decide. Yeah. Right on this corner, I need to move the whole thing up by 1 sandstone block. Shift all of the window over by 1. Oh, lordy. Trouble I make for myself some days. Didn't mean to reload shaders. I don't have any shaders on right now. 3, 4. One of those things where working from a picture can be a bit of a pain sometimes. I'll be happier with it when I'm done. Not that I'm done, but I'll be happier with it because I took the effort to actually change it over. Not sure. Where? Oh, really? Oh. Oh, wrong one. And I have to shuffle the whole window over by one. Do I? Oops. Oh, myself put 2 hydrates. Oh well. Gotta redo that whole window. Full roof line changes, which means, yeah. Fun. You've got a cactus in your pillowcase. Wow, that was that'd be a really interesting pillow fight, actually. This would be really... Normally the kind of changes I don't like making on stream, but it's going to bother me and I can't guarantee I'm going to have the time with camp and all coming up, then you just gotta do it, right? Enter will be here. Alright, time to find out a roof line. At least by having free cam, shouldn't be hopefully quite so painful as before. What did I use before? That's another question. So, back to the... actually... quick clue at how that looks. Okay. A little weird on your screen, so but I'm gonna have to sleep off the night anyway. Right. Getting the idea. Not nighttime, I thought it was. I was just looking at something wrong. All right. Ooh. Oh, I just put in a window. Okay. Oh. Broke. Right, because the frame just wasn't working. That's what it was. Four. This one has to come out. Wrong. That one. This makes the square. So if I go back to the stairs concept, the middle of the window is now here. Oh. This one. Well, that's really weird. I think that was a slab on top. These pieces. I'm starting to have an I don't care mode, which is not appropriate. Okay. There. And insert one here. Insert one there. Set out here. Full block. That will lab here. You're my biggest fan. You stole it from Yellow. Congratulations. Put down. Whoops. Whoops. Go backwards. Bad. Not that. Up by one. Whole thing backwards. Oh. Well, since I'm on the ground anyways, might as well sleep. Sorry for having you guys go through this while I'm reworking the roof. I thought I had it all nice. I liked it, but it just didn't work out on the inside. Back up. Get the character out of the way, see what we need to do. Challenging to figure out in the corner. Oh, why thank you very much, Benson, for the contribution to the Lego plan. So I'm just going to give you guys a real quick clue. Give me one split sec. All right. Straight over there is showing you that, yeah, this is the one that we will be doing, the Dumbledore's office set. That's the one that we'll be doing as part of the community challenge if we make the goal within the month. And it's not currently the biggest set that's waiting to be built. As a wonderful gift for my anniversary, Fantastic Sherlock Fox has gifted me the 12 Grimmauld Place set, which is the one into the books or the movies for Harry Potter. The 12 Grimmauld Place set was the one where the house was owned by the Black family, which then of course fell to Sirius Black, and he was actually able to claim it once he was let out of Azkaban. And then as the godfather of Harry, then once Sirius Black is no longer in the picture, Harry has the place. But they have a really neat mechanism in that one to help hide the house and so on. But yes, the first, if there's going to be more than one, the first community challenge for a Lego end-to-end build mini marathon is going to be for building the Dumbledore's office set. Okay, what have I got here? That flat in the corner, up this way, this one backwards. We're gonna have a weird upside down on the main one. That's okay. Go right way up. This one has to be upside down, which looks odd, I think. Oh, sorry, no, upside down but a block higher, so we're fine. I believe. Oh, wrong. I got going. I'm trying to remember how I did this before, because I got it to work nicely. I need the gap here. there. Okay, there's one more block up. This one there. I know it doesn't quite look like the picture, but yeah, go with it. Slab, which doesn't really matter if it's here. Yeah. Oh right, I always do this wrong. Oh right, I always do this wrong. Wow, that makes so much sense. This is the top of the wall. That's the inverted one. Pull this out. Slab. Up. Let's work our way back down. Slab there. Then we have over here. Invert beside it. How did I? What? Invert right. That's it. We don't need how many deaths. We need how many times will Delenn fall off the stairs or fall off the scaffolding. Okay. And it's not from squatting. Actually surprising itself. Okay. Inverted stairs. Right side up. Okay. Thank you, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, for contributing as well. Lego challenge. Right. Those. Oop. One to squat, which is not helpful. Okay, and this one. Not that. Can I put one more out? Probably not. Oh, I can. Okay, good. This one, and then we are good. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that was rude. I apologize. I have enough seasonal allergies that you get an allergy all year round, so that's where that came from. All right. A slab. There would be a slab on here. This should actually be a full block. Of what is it? Oh no, actually that's an inverted block for the next corner. Right. This way. Yoink. Wait, I did that wrong. That's okay. On you. Correct direction, please. Yes. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to do, but I can't quite my brain do it. Go. See it proof yet? Alright. This one. Slab that goes on top of that. There, okay. Now, I've got the one end done, which means I can move the beam. It only has to move over by one, which is nice. Oh. free. And the irony of the whole thing is the block is still up there. I'm not, but it is. That'll do. Glad to see the new LEGO challenge? Yes. The new LEGO challenge is rather specific in what it's up to. Oops. Go, and I will have to move all these pillars and whatnot, but that's okay. I can take that, I think. Right. It's gonna be so much faster. Just pop this out. Worry about placing it as we go. Yeah. And there's that. Alrighty. We're just about done for today. Got about 5 more minutes. See how many of these I can pick up. Roof. I will have the crossbeam in by the time you see this on Thursday. Probably have the roof in, and hopefully a design in place for the benching, just at least along these walls, because these ones go a different direction than the ones in the main part of the building. All right. There. Oops, I'm on the inside. That's not going to help it. Close that. Back the inside. Okay. Really taking you with me on my journey here. Yeah, and I'm probably going to skip the little support buttress thing. They just don't really work, but we'll see what happens on the inside. Sure, that'll work. Yeah, that's what we're trying to replicate. Ish. Right. 1, 4, 5. Okay, just get this beam in place. Oh, forward, thank you. Really? We build like a noob. Today's behavior is a little bit, dirt hut grade noob. It's like, if you gave a brand new Lego builder, for example, full access to the entire catalog of all the parts that you could possibly have in the catalog, then I can guarantee you that if you gave them unlimited time, eventually they'd come up with the Taj Mahal. Especially if you gave them a picture. So, the other thing I've noticed, just random as it is I want to say thank you to the mods for making use of the mod command to be able to start the fight. If anybody else wants to start the fight, it's a redeem. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Because we've got, on the one hand, it encourages us to have more awesome fights. On the other hand, it discourages non-mod players from redeeming the fight. So I have to figure out what I want to do about that. Not like they're doing much else with the points anyways. Not a huge deal. Also, I need to reevaluate whether or not the pricing for things like sound clips and stuff is appropriate. I think it might be a little bit high. I've chopped the pricing down. I think it's a little bit high. Yeah, that's better. I've got to fix the other window, and there's stuff to do. Right. Let's get at it. I think centralizing the beam so it actually is balanced is going to work better in the long run. Okay. So 2 down. Hello. There and this one. Side. Stairs, please. Not work. Come on. I want him to go that way. Try some one day with the pillow. You and your pillow, man. That is one scary pillow. All right. 2. Full. So yeah, Thursday will probably be some more of this one, partly because I'm itching to get it done, partly because having a temporary aversion to loads of deaths in a mineshaft, but we will be headed back there because there's plenty to dig up, as you saw on the map. But in that case, I'll probably like when I go back to the mineshaft, we'll probably just find a spot above one of the other mineshaft sections and then just do the staggered dig down. Just to get straight there, rather than wasting our time putzing around in the tunnels, and hope that at some point we'll meet up in the 2 different sections. The other thing I could probably do if I wanted some aversion training, I suppose, would be to go and actually try and take out the spider spawner in there, which is not a huge adventure in terms of excitement for anybody else. I don't necessarily consider it excitement. It scares me, but that's just because they're well aware of my dislike of spiders, and particularly cave spiders, and it's not just in this game. My kids were telling me on the weekend while we were doing some garden work, they were telling me all about how a bunch of ants decided to swarm one of the little like zebra type hunting spiders, and I don't think that's what it's called, but that's what they look like. Anyways, they were doing that, and that the ants beat the spider and dragged it all over the place and whatever, and it flipped it over and it was dead and all that kind of jazz. And I just gave them this look, and they're like, "What? It died?" I said, "I still don't want to hear about it." They're like, "Mom, get over it." Which is kind of funny because for a while we were thinking that the kids were scared of spiders because Mom was scared of spiders. You know how kids will copy their parents? And when they were telling me to get a grip and when they can't even talk about it, I just said, I wish I didn't picture it in my head happening. But the problem with picturing it happening is I am suddenly ant scale when I'm picturing it. And that doesn't help. So, still working on that. That's part of why I'm thinking I should probably deal with the spiders in-game here. You know, it's like when people talk about getting over your allergies by being exposed to small quantities. The thing. I should probably I have a lot of gardening to get done anyways, so maybe there's something to the whole idea of just do it. Oops. No, just do it. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Kind of thing. Alright. And whatever, I don't know, 25 or something. Oh, that should get me the stairs I need. Really? Come on, this way. Thank you. Alright. Rest in one day with the pillow for sure. I'm starting to wonder what you and cactuses there, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Do you really have cactuses inside? Because the way it looks, you actually might. Oh. So we had 1 step forward, 2 steps back today, but I think I'll be happier with it in the long run. The other thing is, if it doesn't look like the pictures, it's my build. That's the key, right? They say, as many love to say, I've got a permit. Which means I can screw it up however I like. Some days I care, and other days I'm disappointed, but that is what it is. One of the things that has occurred to me to do with when I talked at the beginning of the stream about potentially downloading some of the previous season's work I've done on vanilla servers, is I've also thought about bringing them into a world that's actually one of those kitchen sink mod packs where you can do anything and everything, more or less, and then using some of those mods to decorate it up a little bit more accurately. But then there'd be a lot of teardown and rebuild just because of the scale. Some mods have more parts available for like roofs and stuff. Roofs. Oh, whatever. I'm Canadian, so we say roof. But yeah, there's a lot more of that sort of stuff available in these mod packs. But I don't know if I really want to do that, because I have grandiose plans, often don't come to fruition, so I have to be careful about biting off more than I can chew. And also, everything I choose to do for me, as in only for me, mostly, is that much further behind I become on stuff for you guys. So, while there's bonuses in one direction, there's no bonuses in the other direction. Think about that. And last school year, so up until about June, when I was streaming very frequently, as Fantastic Sherlock Fox will probably attest, I did an awful lot of stuff where I start the stream in the morning and just keep on going. I would say till the kids get home was the plan, but the reality was it was actually even after the kids got home. So I'd start into the stream and you'd see me at dinner time. Well, most of the time you'd see me. time. There were days towards the end that I would just see me next morning, maybe. Like it was just really bad. So I'm hoping this school year to not be doing quite so much of that. But I do need to try and figure out when I'm going to fit in the off-stream time. That's actually part of why I'm even looking at Bedrock. I really prefer the mechanics in Java by quite a margin. Not one better over the other, it's just I prefer it. But the flexibility of being able to sometimes do things off-stream a little bit easier is very alluring. Wow, that sounds weird, but yeah, very, very tempting. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. The other thing actually I do like is I've figured out how to convert files from being a Litematica schematic into being something that should, in theory, be visible in Bedrock. So that's another thing to consider that I might. Yes, another thing that I might be able to play with is, as a test, seeing which of these mass builds I can swap over, then maybe play around with a world like that in Bedrock. And then I can do that when I'm off stream. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. But yes, that is where we're at. I've gone over by a couple minutes. So I'm just gonna do a quick turn to, I don't know. Oh, apparently I'm gonna walk up the side of the building. Okay. That is what she does. Looking for a semi-blank patch of sky, actually. Just use this one right here. So, next scheduled stream, is a Whatever Wednesday, and it is supposed to be... Oh! It doesn't know what it wants. Okay. So, as amusingly embarrassing as that is. So tomorrow is going to be a Whatever Wednesday. I have not yet decided what I want to play. I was on a bit of a bingo kick for a while. I've been on an escape room education for a bit. I've been doing a bunch of different things. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to feel like playing tomorrow, but it definitely will not be in this world in Minecraft. Even if I'm itching to do more of the walls and stuff, it definitely won't be in this world. So, same time, same channel. Yeah, and that's what she wrote. So let's see here. Probably we'll take a quick look and see who's available for other streamers. Not much, actually. Strangely enough, there's next to nobody today, which is odd. Either that or my system has crashed, which is highly possible. Let me just turn off the reference that we've got here for the church wall. Quick look and see who else, if anybody, is live today. See if there's anyone new. Actually, aside from Lego, there really isn't anybody live at the moment. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll actually just call it and end it. While I do Lego builds, I just don't think that this is a good switch from here straight into the Lego channel. Making the face because I'm on the fence. If it's your thing, feel free to stay. If it's not your thing, feel free to bail. That's totally okay. Maybe what I will do is I will head over in that direction just to say hi or whatever. But, yeah. I'll be back tomorrow and wishing everybody the best. There were some evening streams going on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There will not be one tonight because... Oh, I just noticed an error. Anyways, there will not be one tonight because I am off to see a Broadway play, or a Broadway musical with my mother. So, yeah, that's the story and I'm sticking to it. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming by, and let's head over to Local Brick Shop and see what he's got going. Before we do...
Mischief managed.
There we go. So once again, thanks to Brief and to Olivia Benson for dropping by and spending their points and hanging out. Thanks to Fantastic Shrek Fox for coming by and helping out as well with some of the wonderful moderation duties. As always, thank you very much to Mr. Owl for dropping in. Always great to have you guys around, even when I'm totally spacey and daydreaming and build it up, break it down, you know, that sort of thing. So as usual, if you have access to the emotes, go ahead and use those. If you don't, go ahead and use something else. Whatever works for you. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Give them our best. We'll head on over. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.